Yo, 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 how's it going, everybody? How's everybody doing? Hopefully, everybody's doing pretty good. Oh, man. Dude, it has been a really long time since season 4 has been out, and now we're in season 5. It took us longer than it should have. I'm gonna say, like it has to say, it took us way too long. Way too long. And I have been reading everybody's like comments, including the negative side, or I guess like the opinion side and the construction criticism sides, from Steam to Google Play, and then I look up the Apple Store reviews. Um, Most of it is like, yeah, understandable. Then you got the other one, which is like, damn. But dude, it's crazy. It took us way too long, and obviously people are not too pleasant with World War Legion. I can understand that. But yeah, anyways, um, hopefully everybody's having a wonderful day. I hope some of you guys enjoyed season 5. I'm actually have been having fun with the MP7 and including the Makarov pistol. Um, Besides, Pakros is coming back. It's been confirmed from not just Alpha, conversating with some of the other partner creators, but Pakros is coming back. Um, I can't really say when exactly is it going to be out, but it is coming back. That I can be 100% sure. But other than that, we have some events planned. The reason why I'm doing this dev stream is because we do have some event plans. Some actual legitimate prize pools are planned out for these events. This is where also we'll be announcing a partnership with an official server that will be hosting weekly, events that you guys can participate for free rewards, whether it be money or even in-game rewards, whichever you feel is best. But we do have some cool stuff planned out. Anyways, um, man, I'm reading the comments right now. Confirmed by Alpha literally means nothing. I get what you mean. It could mean nothing, but to somebody who's been messing around with the playtests, including with Pakros, I've been seeing the revamp, including the reworks. Also been sneaking myself into some of the stuff that has been currently in the works. It may not mean much to you, but to me, I have been seeing a lot of gameplays, a lot of testings, mostly just a lot of messing around with Pakros. To the community and do more. Yeah, yeah, we could do more. I can be 100% honest with that. When are you going to add kill chains? When am I going to add kill chains? Like, what do you mean? Like new ones? Like new like kill streaks, stuff like that? When is 90 120 FPS unfolds? To be honest, I'm not sure when that might be out. I'm still stuck on 60, and I have a red magic phone. I'm still stuck on 60. Leak the 20 minutes of Pacros footage. I'm not gonna leak 20 minutes of footage, and I'm not allowed to leak stuff like that without Alpha's permission. I'm so sorry, everybody. As much as I love to push Alpha, like to have us release information, um, my dog just showed up. Hello. Anyways, as much as I would love to show like any upcoming leaks for that kind of stuff, I cannot show any kind of leaks at the moment. But yes, anyways, I would like to talk about a lot of things upcoming. I do have some upcoming events. One of them being the CMLCL. I do have a CMLCL coming up soon. Partnership with them as we have some events coming up real soon. There's currently one going on as of now. I would like to have a I will have a certain representative coming from here from the server to chat and explain what CML is really going to be about, including some events, including prize pools or even money cash pools. So it'll be kind of nice. Duos and squads. So I believe about duos and squad. I know Alpha has been seeing a lot of people, like including other dev members. We do have a current dev member such as 20 rolls. He's being seen a lot of people bringing up like some of the old stuff that needed to be added, especially duos and squads. A lot of fixes, a lot of patches need to be set it up already, because a lot of people already running into a lot of issues with the game. Can we start getting a routine update more than once every 6 months? Mm, as as much as that would be really good to start setting up. Mostly because hot fixes. I do want to start having more often like hot fixes every like weekly reset, or not even weekly reset, like every once a week. We would like to have some more hot fixes for the game. Maybe like even small bugs here and there to be patched up with in-game updates instead of it having to go through the process of having to be updated through Steam or Apple or even Google Play Store, stuff like that. When is World War Legion coming soon? Gonna release? I'm not really sure when the World War Legion. I'm not really. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really on World War Legion side. I'm more on Combat Master side. How many programs? How many programs do you have? We have a handful. We have a handful of devs in the team. What you see in the server are the ones that are in the dev team. Most of them decided to keep themselves hidden because they don't want to get any like spam pings or even any spam DMs. World War Legion update question mark. Not really sure about World War Legion. I'm gonna be super honest with you. I'm not really on World War Legion side. I'm more on Combat Master side. We need a farm and forest map. Alpha. You know, from what I've been seeing some sneak peeks, we have I've been seeing a couple new maps coming up soon. Where do y'all host the game servers? Alright, anyways. Let's really get into the nitty gritty. So we have a official partnership coming up soon. CML Seal is going to be partnered with us. We will be making an announcement for everybody to participate, if you would like to. I do have a other upcoming event coming up soon, which is the CZ Clash. CZ Clash has been something I've been trying to get into. Now that we have Pokrovs coming back, Pokrovski is coming back. With that coming back, I will be hosting a CZ Clash. There will be a pretty much giant reward pool for him. Within this pool, there will be a top tens, but the third, second, and first will be getting a bigger prize pool, mostly related to in-game stuff. Please add a map for combat zone. We do have a map coming up back soon. We have Pakros coming back. A lot of OG players, including older gen players, have been asking for that to come back, like a lot actually. Ever since people have not been a big fan of some of the older maps, such as Oil Rigs and Ravenhold, not a lot of people have been a fan about it. CZ Clash, yeah, it's coming back. It's been postponed for so long that I initially thought that Pac was gonna come back, but until it was held back for even more, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna put it on hold like permanently until I get some new news. But yes, CZ Clash is coming back, but this time I updated the prize pool to be even higher and a lot more rewarding. For the first, second, and third place, including the top tens, we'll be getting a bigger prize pool. When is popcorn? It is coming. It's coming back later this season. Within the season that we're currently in, it is coming back. It is coming back. From what Alpha said, he did say while season 5 is still going, Popcorns will be delayed between 1 or 2 weeks, around that much. The original old CZ map. Yep. What is the MP7 dropping? It already dropped. MP7 is currently available as of now with the new season, including a new pistol, the Makarov pistol. What was everybody spamming? Oh yeah, I just realized that. Yeah. Okay. What is CC Clash? CC Clash was a event that I hosted back when I believe Ravenhole was still available back in season 2 before Pokros was removed. CC Clash was initially planned out for partner creators to participate with other community side members that would like to go against content creators with a prize pool of a fully maxed out battle pass and a choice of their bundle. But ever since Pacros never came back, I had to postpone it for a very long time up until we got announcement and we got full confirmation that Pacros is fully coming back in season 5. And now that it's coming back, I thought maybe I should bring it back, but with an updated price pool where it's a lot more rewarding than the previous one, which we had. So this will be available once Pacros comes back fully. But I do have an initial plan to get everybody some time to get used to the new map, including the environmental changes, aka the revamps, for everybody. Forget about the War Legion. Please optimize Combat Master like the early seasons. Right. I seen some comments talking about, like, not even comments but actual like legit like reviews of people talking about how the older version of Combat Master was running a lot more smoother than the current one that we have. So I have been seeing a lot of those type of comments. And also a lot more comments about like how the optimization for certain mid-range devices are pretty poor. So that's another thing we are currently working in. Needed the official CMLCL rank mode in game at this point, to be honest. Yes, we do. But with a whole lot of cheaters, it could be easily bypassed. So it's best to have it hosted through CMLCL, where they can actually do device checks to make sure that nobody's cheating. And if you are cheating, it can result not only in a ban, but like in a perma ban with everything from Combat Master to the partner server and the official server for Combat Master. Just merge War Legion and Combat Master into one already. I wish, man. I really do wish. I feel like I'm gonna say this out loud. Sure, Alpha might not like it, but I'm gonna have to say it like it is. War Legion should have been part of Combat Master. Just saying, it really should have, and it would have been really amazing though. It would have been really good. Slow down movement. I feel like the movement is what makes Combat Master its thing. It's the movement. People really enjoyed the movement, how fast it was. Mostly because people like were so fixated on like quick, fast-paced gameplay mechanics and all that kind of stuff. Previously, the game runs smoothly on stable on the Poco X3 Pro, but not anymore. Right, I have been seeing of that. So I get the fact that people have been talking about certain mid-range devices, especially low ends at the very moment, and some small handfuls of low end devices um, couldn't be possible to run Combat Master at its current state, especially even now. Can you fix the play with friends in more advanced? What do you mean? Like play with friends where you can do like, let's say, a custom match and then you can invite your friends into a lobby where you can put it to either public so others can join or even private. Is that what you mean? Or what I wanted the upcoming update is the future of CM is adding an overhaul UI to the main menu like a updated UI and a clean UI and do an update UI overhaul for characters and guns in the future. Right. Yeah, the UI system, the current UI that we have right now hasn't been very appealing at the moment, even for me, like from my point of view. I feel like we need to like update a little bit more, especially with the characters UI, because I feel like if we're adding more and more characters, right, I don't want to keep scrolling down, up and down. I feel like this should, I feel like with how the community is gonna like later go and see like, dude, there's too many characters, I just gotta scroll down, just look for one specific character. Why don't you just put them all under one faction to make it a lot more organized? Yo, I just joined. What can I expect for the Pacros update apart from the map? Also, what was the Steam Friends integration that Alpha was working on? Oh yeah, the Steam. Man, I forgot about that. I don't have any much information about that, but from what you can expect with the Pacros update, it's just a big giant revamp. Originally it was pretty like laggy. It was super unstable to play on like even good certain like mobile devices that could run Combat Master perfectly well, but we recently had to like take it down because of everybody like saying like it's super laggy, it's super unoptimized, like it's unplayable, it's only playable if you have a high end device, stuff like that. But what you can expect from Roads is a huge overhaul revamp from what it used to be. Low-key add a kill cam system. Yeah, we do need a kill cam. We also need a spectator system. Without a spectator system, it makes it harder to host tournaments nowadays. Increase the max level 2, please. At least like the level 100. That would be kind of cool, but I feel like we need to add a prestige system. The prestige system has been in the works for who knows how long. Yeah, see, coming soon. We've been having the prestige system. Alpha has made like I think like 3 badges for the prestige system, but I don't know if he's gonna release it anytime soon. Not that I can think of. I'm pretty sure Alpha has made certain badges for the prestige system, but I don't know when he's gonna release it soon. And even then, I feel like it would be kind of nice to at least have a prestige system like a little bit early on. I feel like Alpha can start releasing updates as of now, maybe like small updates here and left and right, maybe even like hot fixes like every once a week or maybe every twice a week, who knows. But it would be nice to at least see like some frequent updates for just small hot fixes like in-game updates. The next game should fix the next update should fix a lot of the bugs, but if you don't, then change the game engine. Changing the game's engine will take some time. I feel like Alpha is more comfortable in Unreal, not Unreal, my bad, Unity engine at the moment. So I don't know if he's gonna change to Unreal engines anytime soon. As of now, are you going to add duos and squads? Dude, I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know. I know Alpha's been seeing that comment a lot, dude, and it would be really good to see that added when Pakros comes up. Yep, small updates would be nice. Yeah, I need to encourage Alpha to start dropping updates like maybe once a week or even twice a week, at least like some hot fixes to fix like a small like amount of bugs in the game. And we do have a bugs chat, and I do check it out frequently, quite times at a time. Some of them are just like the same people are getting the same bugs over and over. But anything that new that pops up, I try to look into it and see how it's caused to try to get some proof on like some video clip proof of it. That's what I'm saying. Steam Workshop, yeah. Steam Workshop will go crazy though. People can make some amazing stuff. I seen like, dude, I seen like a lot of certain YouTubers create amazing mods for the game in general. Some of them being amazing skins or even like fan made maps. I've been seeing a lot of that stuff. It's so good. You guys have any plans to add more kill streaks anytime soon? I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if it's ever been brought up about adding new kill streaks. I'm pretty sure it probably crossed like some of the dev members' minds that we should definitely add new kill streak, but I don't believe they ever brought it up anytime. It would be interesting if they added achievements to Steam. That would be kind of interesting. Yeah, a lot of people grinding out achievements, all that kind of good stuff. Yo, for what if we transferred the Warworld Legion CM? That would be kind of cool. And the Warworld Legion operators. That'd be kind of nice. Yes, that would be nice. Um, it would be kind of nice to see a lot of those Warworld Legion weapons at least come over to Combat Master. I know Combat Master is set to like be modern and everything, but then again, like Warzone has had like OGen, like they had Cold War weapons mixed with modern weapons, so there was also that too. How long does it take for Alpha to update? Let's say like the next content of season 2. Between those two time periods, Alpha was pretty locked in. We were a small dev during season 1 and 2, and then Alpha was really locked in with the content. I mean, he was dropping like battle passes with level 100s and a good amount of skin. And after that, we dropped down to like 50 tiers of battle pass, and not really much skins. But the skins are still looking good. The skins still look good and promising. They still look pretty nice and clean. The new guns, such as the MP7 and Makarov, was a pretty good addition to it. Everybody, please don't spam. I will much appreciate it if you don't spam. Will combat master points be used in any other way besides the current way, which is just the supply crates? I don't see I don't see them getting any kind of new changes to be used in other stuff. It would be kind of nice besides just crates and the quests that you can see in the tabs whenever you do like any combat quests, like operations, basically stuff like these. Is it possible to make a comeback? I mean, you never know. It's still possible to make a comeback. Uh, it's still very possible to make a comeback for Combat Master. It's just that with the current state of really slow, like consistent updates, or not even just updates, but a majority of the bug fixes that need to be patched up, it kind of makes it a little bit more harder to even make a comeback. Even from my point of view, I would love to see Alpha just start dropping more weekly, like, or even like maybe twice a week, hot fixes to fix a majority of stuff. Maybe make a message to stop spamming. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. You guys should make an anti-cheat to ban the cheaters. I brought up the topic to Alpha, but so I brought up the topic to Alpha to at least add Battle Eye, the anti-cheat system, into Combat Master for some time, at least to help combat's majority of the cheaters, right? At least like bring it down a notch. But I haven't really gotten much of a response from him. In the upcoming update in the future, in the upcoming future updates, have a shop overhaul UI and have the search bar at the top in the shop and supply drops on the bottom of the section or bundles based on theme or the normal bundles. That's true. That could be a really good idea. That could be a really nice overhaul too. A nice little revamp for the game. I'm worried about when it comes to the updates. In a small team working on two games, don't get me wrong, I love both games, and I hope it doesn't get to the point where one gets more love than the other. That is true. I have seen that kind of stuff where devs, that's the thing that worried about me. When I first found out like it was a separate game, I was worried at the fact that Alpha might put more effort into the other game than the one that's still more popular than the other one. That's the thing that worried me about me about it the most for me personally. I was more worried at the fact that he might put more effort into World War Legion and less effort into Combat Master, right? But until he told me that he will be putting effort into both games, it kind of like reassured me into the not picking favoritism kind of moment. What is your main update plans for the future of this game, if you have any plans? My main plan is to at least like enforce like weekly or even twice a week updates to Alpha, encourage him by saying like, hey, maybe we should like do in-game updates, instead uh through the store updates, like Steam, and then you have Apple, and then you have Android, Google Play, which takes time to at least get it verified before we start dropping updates. So having to do in-game updates will have that go a lot more faster, or a little bit more faster than usual. Has Alpha ever thought of letting the community help with the update? To be honest, I don't think he has. I remember one time there was a couple like people that wanted to help with a proper anti-cheat to develop for Combat Master, and I brought it up to Alpha, but I don't know where they went off from that conversation point. LA Crimes, yeah, I saw your previous comment. Don't worry, we're gonna get better weapon sounds. Do you mean like a rehaul, like a revamp to the weapon sound effects? It'll be kind of cool though to get more better quality sound effects for a majority of the guns. Some of them sound like the same basically, and they've just been like what like readjusted and reverb stuff like that. Can you guys let Dragon on the dev stream? Right, I was going to talk to I was gonna get Dragon in the dev stream. Let us let us talk to him. Season 5 didn't really fix anything though. So I get that. For me personally, I did see some. The only fixes that I saw was some optimization on my end, and I have been seeing some of that stuff for other devices too for certain users. One of them being a couple like frame spikes here and there, but that's about it. I don't know if anything else has been fixed. Um, but I know there's still a majority of old bugs, including problems that have been still around since like what? Since day one of the release of the game. 120 FPS on mobile. I really want to add it, dude. I really need it, dude. I'm on a red magic and I can't even. I can only run 60, bro, and it feels a little bit kind of off for me sometimes. Why is not the alpha here? You want me to be honest with you? I've been trying to convince him for who knows how long to jump into the stream for so long, man. Like it's been since season 3 I've been trying to convince him to get on the stream. Is a zombie mode possible? I don't know if a zombie mode would be possible. I don't think it would be possible anytime soon too, because that would just take more time off, and I think we should just focus on what's currently available as of now, especially with Pokrovs. The game is great. The game is great. Job. Let us get a console version. Yo, PlayStation players and Xbox players will decimate us for saying like this game is so choppy. Spry, he's shy. Yeah. If you don't know, Alpha is very shy. Alpha is a very shy person. Why does Alpha reply to emails? It's a business email. I don't think it's just Alpha responding. We have other members that have access to it. We do anything against the account deletion? Yes. I know I've been telling Alpha to just make a new secondary login for Common Master because it is desperately needed. Anyways, let us get a CMLCL representative here to talk about the collab, not the collab, my bad, the partnership, the official partnership for a competitive server that will be hosting weekly events, and you know in those weekly's event there will be prize pools, but we also have the CZ Clash in there, which will have a bigger prize pool for anybody participating and anybody who wins in the top tens or even the top three, second or first place. Let me jump into VC real quickly. All right. Yo, what's good, man?
How you doing?
Doing pretty good. You ready to explain what CMLCL is gonna be about?
Yeah, so CMCL, we have started about 5 months ago, actually, with this. And so the basic premise of CMCL is we host a event almost every single week. That's been going on for like 3 months now. And we want to actually expand uh, into way more, to get way more players to get into the competitive scene, because we've seen the game lose a lot of player base. We really want a lot of people to come into the competitive scene, building teams and such.
Right on, right on.
But yeah,
But yeah,
yeah,
so weekly for the weekly events, will you guys be mixing it up?
yeah, we're definitely mixing it up. If you were to go to the events page, you can see we're doing like 2v2, we're doing 3v3, 5v5. And here is our plan. We're actually planning to do paid events, hopefully in the near future, so maybe a month from now, once we see a lot of teams pop up. we actually want to do paid events where teams can sign up, and just in those team-based events, you can maybe win up to $100, maybe 200.
That's really good though. That's really good. What about
Yeah,
seasonal? What about
yeah, I can't wait.
seasonal tournaments? Or maybe
Yeah,
even
so
like
that's still in the works.
a big yearly tournament. That'd be kind of nice
Yeah,
too. Seasonal tournaments could
yeah.
be
So
like
me and
the second. Oh yeah,
SimpliFax,
sorry. Go on.
yeah, so me and SimpliFax are working on trying to figure out the best system for this. We're trying to figure out if 4 months or 6 months is the best time period for seasonal events, because what we want to do is we want to have one huge event after that 4 or 6 month period, but on the month leading up to that event, we want to have some type of events where teams can gain points, and the 8 teams with the most points can only participate in that final major event.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah,
That sounds pretty good. For me personally, that's
yeah,
already sounded really good, especially for prize pools for anybody who wants to participate. It will give you something to at least look forward to, if you're looking for a more
of
competitive
course.
side of the game, whether you be mobile or even like controller slash PC player style.
Oh yeah, any player can participate in the events. So the weekly events are open for the entire community. You don't have to be in a team for those events. You can just join the server and you can just go to the sign up page and you can go just sign up and send us your loadouts just for like a quick verification. Then you can just straight up go into the event.
That sounds really good. Obviously, we do have a CC Flash
Yeah.
tournament coming up. Simply was able to provide me a wonderful screen, a wonderful image. A big shout out to him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, and we're actually very happy because Alpha Bravo actually gave us a good sponsorship. So all of the money that Alpha Bravo has given us will be putting into the events. So all of the prize money will be put in directly into the team-based events specifically. So if I was everyone, I would want them to create a team so that they can participate to get money.
Yeah, Alpha's in the chat. He is in the chat. He's been in the chat. He's been lurking in the chat, but he just doesn't talk. He's been lurking since like the minute it started because I told him about it that the stream is starting up soon, and I tried asking him if we could get some tiny leaks for the community,
um,
but all he told me is not yet. That is it. Not yet. The most casual response. Not yet. But yes,
damn, nah.
this is gonna be good though. Obviously, events are needed to
Yes.
at least keep somewhat of the community alive. Some of the community members that have been playing the game for a really long time, but are getting bored of the same thing over and over. So this is a really good
Oh
change
yeah,
for
I
them.
understand.
Yeah, so this will be a nice
Yeah,
change for a lot
because
of players.
the only competitive scene most players really have, like new players, they don't know there's a competitive scene in the game. All they really have is the ranked mode, and that can get tiring immediately. What I mean by ranked mode is like Master League, Premier League, Hardcore League, stuff like that. So that can get tiring. So I want to introduce something new to the community, like weekly events that are exciting to watch.
Right on, yeah.
Yeah. You can get a bit of fame and glory through it.
Oh yeah, 100%. I feel like we should also talk into some of the prize pools, what they could be of, because since we can also provide you guys with free bundles or even a battle pass if you like, or even combat points in general. We can provide that to you. So if you feel
Of
like you
course, of
want to
course.
add, involve some of the in-game rewards, we can also add that on there.
Of course, see, weekly events won't necessarily have prize money attached to them, only team-based events. So this will be the majors and maybe the the events leading up to the major. But weekly events having prizes such as bundles for weekly events would be very generous.
Right on. Now, about cheaters, how do you guys deal with it? How will you guys deal with cheaters such as, anybody trying to like, cheat their way through the competitive matches?
Of course. So we actually have tournament officials that look at the player's voice chat. So basically, when you sign up, you have a designated voice chat that you have to connect to when you want to play the event. All players go to that voice chat, and we have tournament officials that look at the voice channels at 24/7 while the person is in the event. So while they are in the event, the official looks at their screen share. We also have a PC check that players have to undergo for prized events specifically.
Mm. So that's really good though. PC checking, device checking, stuff like
Yeah,
that to make sure anybody, nobody's cheating, stuff like that. That's really good off the start. It really like narrows down like anybody from trying to like at least like cheat their way through like prize pool events.
of course, that's necessary. That's the basic
Right.
necessity for
Up
a
until
competitive scene.
up until we get a proper anti-cheat system because oh man, it's gonna be some time. And not even that too.
Yeah,
I
no,
mean like spectators gonna be it's very needed. Spectator mode and theater mode is it's heavily needed right now. And I
Spry,
don't
you don't even understand. So the thing is, it's not just the anti-cheat. So CMCL has a rule set players have to follow to make sure the guns are balanced, right?
mhm,
The problem comes with trying to enforce that rule set.
really.
how do you make sure? How do you make sure someone isn't equipping hollow points on their gun?
Mm. It's the
See,
TTK.
that's the problem. See, yes. So that's also why we need a lot of tournament officials, for example, because we have people that look at your screen to make sure every single thing is perfect. So this will be the gun attachments. So tournament officials look at the gun attachments, make sure you're using the loadout that you submitted, for example, and that's if they catch you not using that loadout, you're immediately disqualified from the tournament. So yeah, it's a big process.
Mm. Right on. So it's gonna be really good though. It's gonna be really nice. Obviously, we're gonna set
Oh
up the
yeah,
announcement for the partnership for CMLCL for people
of
to
course.
participate and earn pretty much prize pools. Whether you be mobile or
Yes.
PC players, it does not matter. Anybody can participate. I feel like then again, like maybe then later future you could do like PC tournament only or mobile player tournament only or maybe mix. If you're a controller, then obviously you can still be participating whether you be mobile or PC if you feel like you can keep up with them. So there's that too.
Yes.
But obviously, have these type of tournaments, whether it be mobile player tournaments only or PC player tournament only or mixed, which is just either PC or mobile, doesn't matter. It would be
Yes.
really nice.
We'll try to do. Yeah. Of currently, we'll try to implement a system where only mobile players, like mobile only events,
Hmm.
but we only have a slot on Sunday currently available. So for us to do more events, we'll kindly ask people to actually apply for staffs because then we can actually host way more events for people to join the staff team to host more events.
Okay, that's really good. That's really awesome. Awesome. It already sounds like
Yeah.
a really good start.
Yeah.
It already sounds really promising for a lot of people who are still into the competitive scene and want a little bit more of a challenge, whether it be your mobile or PC player, or maybe you just want to go against
Of
some
course.
really good PC players. Then by all means, this Discord server that we're gonna, promote and say that we're officially partnered with these guys. Um, by all means, feel free to join, participate in the tournament, get a little bit of prize pool here and there, and maybe some in-game
Yes.
rewards
And by
will
the
be
way,
involved.
yes. And by the way, for everyone that are still in chat, CMCL is currently gonna host a event in about 2 hours. So, Spry, are you able to post a Discord
Yes,
link in
I will
chat so
post
that
it.
people
I'll
can
post it
join?
once I end the stream. I will post it up, and everybody will be able to
Perfect.
participate in it. But anyways, thank you so much for your
Sounds
time, man.
good.
Appreciate it, man.
No problem. No problem.
All right, that was Dragon, one of the representative for CMLCL. Really nice guy. By far, I am looking forward to seeing like some of these tournament clips. I seen like a live stream of it. I was in a live stream currently watching them in the past, and it's scary, dude. I feel like I wouldn't be able to keep up with a majority of those players. I'm gonna be honest. But anyways, he talked about the side of multiplayer side. I would like to talk about also the CZ clash that's gonna come up soon. Obviously we got like 60 players that will be participating in it. 2 to 4 spectators plus a commentator. The usual stuff. Um, I feel like it's still gonna be under the works with a point system or maybe elimination system. You already know you got the first place, which is going to be a fully maxed out battle pass. A choice of your selected bundle, and if you already have a bundle that you like and you feel like you want to give it to a friend, then by all means let us know. $100 in combat points. That's for first place. It'd be a really nice reward for the top ones. So the price pool have been updated a lot more, significantly more actually. Um, I might have to involve money into it. I might as well have to involve money for the top 10s, or not even top 10s, correction, the top 3 players will have some sort of money involved into it if they win. Will there be people free from the CZ Clash? Yes. I will make an announcement to see people who still wish to participate in the CZ Clash. I will have to move them over to the Combat Master Combat League, um, and ask them, and then we're gonna give you guys a specific, unique role that you guys will only have and obtain. I don't have Discord anyway. I can win money through the game. Not that I know of. I don't think there's any other way besides making a Discord account. Join up the server with the Discord link that's provided in the chat, and then you should be able to like participate and stuff like that. We'll be able to use sound mods on mobile in the future. Right now, they're only for PC. Right. So not. I feel like that's more like a PC thing. I don't think that will be able to be possible in mobile. I get that people have been hearing a lot of the modded sound like revamps or the reworks that people have been enjoying from YouTubers that have been creating those mods. But sadly, those mods will not be able to come over to mobile. It's mostly a PC thing. Someone who takes advantage of knowing the spawns. Any plans to add like a spawn shield or something to make spawn fair, like spawn protection? I believe we have spawn protection. I I feel like we might not have it for certain modes, but there is spawn protection, and I get what you mean. All Combat Master map will come to the next update in Season 5. Right, certain Combat Master, combat maps, my bad, Combat Master, combat maps have been removed to do either undergo some reworks or some changes or some light changes, or maybe because it wasn't that popular enough with the community and we decided to remove it as it takes space if it's in the game files. But how fast to treat the cheaters in the tournament? Oh no, they're quick. So they do PC checkups. They will undergo PC checkups. If they see anything suspicious while they're spectating your game, they will immediately call it and cancel the match for a bit until they undergo through some PC checkup. Wait, Combat Master has an offline mode. Will there be LAN play with friends if you don't have internet access? Not that I know of. I don't believe there is any LAN play, but yes, there is offline. Offline, you can also still farm, any camo challenges here and there while you're offline. Sound mods, you guys allow mods on PC? We do allow mods. We do allow anything that isn't like cheating wise. We can allow you guys to like mess around with your own gun skins, maybe sound cues, maybe character skins, stuff like that. But where we pretty much draw the line is if it's anything advantage, like you're taking advantage of a player by basically using a certain mod that gives you the advantage or the upper hand against somebody. So that's where we kind of have to draw the line. Will there be an update today? Not today. Not today. We have Pokros in the works right now coming up soon. Soon, as in this season. It's not gonna be like later in the next season or later on in 2 seasons or whatever. No, it's this season. Pokros is coming back, and the return of a CZ clash that I have been trying to set up for a really long time. Are there dates for tournaments, and can it be seen the weekends? People work in a yes. I'm pretty sure they get a schedule working. So if you, I will be announcing it, but in a couple, like in 2 hours from now, there will be a tournament that they're hosting. So for anybody to participate in it. Can we finish Battle Pass offline? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You 100% can. Everything is grindable in offline mode. EXP, camo grinds, some events, or even the challenges, stuff like that. Everything is perfectly grindable in offline mode for anybody who doesn't feel like they want to participate against real players. Or you can go to custom games, set it to private, and then set up whatever to like 30 minutes for a longer duration to grind out kills, and you can set up to more players or bots, and you set them all to level 1, stuff like that. And you can still grind it without the need of having to go get some sweaty players here and there. Will there be rank inside of the game? Yes, rank has been planned out for a really long time, but I cannot confirm when it's going to be available. If we add rank right now in its current state, it is going to be overfilled with hackers. Leaderboards are going to be filled with hackers. So rank will just have to wait until we get a proper anti-cheat set it up. Spry 1v1. I'm going to lose. I'm sorry. I'm going to lose. I'm going to be honest, man. I'm going to be 100% honest. I will get my shit rocked. I'm sorry. I cannot keep up with you guys. I will say that right now. Thanks, and there are more HD maps coming or not, because they are my favorite maps. HD maps, I don't think any more HD maps will coming up soon. I haven't seen Alpha worked on any new HD maps or haven't seen any files in the works. Did do you add duos or squad? Not at the moment. I'm sorry. Not at the moment. We haven't added. What is an OGBR map? An OGBR map. It is the CZ Clash. It is the CZ Pockroves. Pockroves was the first battle royale map that we released, but because of people like talking about how it's very unoptimized, it's very, unplayable for certain device users, mostly on mobile. Unless you have a high-end device, you can actually run a lot smoother. But it is in a current state where it's not. It was in a current state where it was not playable, so we had to take it down and then release a different map like oil rigs and including Ravenhold. So that's out right now, but now it's coming back fully. Add a crossbow to the game. Oh god, a crossbow? I don't think our question is getting answered. What was your question? Why did it remove the option to play with crossplay in the game settings? I don't think we removed it. I'm pretty sure we didn't remove the option to. It should have been removed, unless. Oh wow, Alpha might have actually set it up to full on. So I believe Alpha did remove it to, because it was set to default by off, and I think it might be by default on to set it up with mobile players only. Unless you join a PC player, by all means, and if you join a PC player and you set it up to public, you can actually join either PC players or controller players. Is it okay if you can lose? It's okay if you can lose a 1v1, because in its normal sense, I sometimes lose a 1v1 match from pro players. So the only thing to win in a 1v1 game sense, practice, and knowledge. Yep, very much. When is the HD remaster update coming to mobile? I have been seeing a lot of people request the HD maps come to mobile, but I think the reason why Alpha hasn't released it is because he might think that it might be unoptimized for mobile users, or even it might be unplayable for mobile users. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. Yeah, because I believe it was only removed at the fact that if you want to join a PC player, then all you gotta do is just join a PC player on a custom match, set it to public, and you should be able to get into lobbies with either PC controller or even mobile players that are with others. Will the tournament be a multi or in the combat zone mode? I believe it will be a mix. It's a mix. It can either be 5v5s, 2v2s, 1v1s, or even like, combat zone, depending if it's a more requested one. I believe they go off whatever's requested. Any plans to ban the reported players that are racist in chat? Dude, I'm gonna be honest, man. If we ban them, they would just make a new account and then just full send it, dude. They just bypass it. That's how bad it is, dude. Wouldn't it be bad if we give free coins to PC players too? Free coins to PC players? Hmm. As in like a bypass, like modding and bypassing it? We don't really need HD remaster maps. Yeah, Pakros is what we need. Yeah, Pakros went later this season, and it got delayed by 1 or 2 weeks as of now. Sprite, please, please, my question: Will we be able to see the players' feet like in Warzone CS2 in the future? Not really sure when we might be able to have that. At the moment, we're pretty much just working on Pakros, including the rework of it, including the aka the revamp for Pakros. Players can have the HD remaster maps, and then mobile players can have the normal maps or medium 66 maps. Yeah. But HD, the thing is about the HD maps, I feel like we can, down a notch the HD versions and just put them in a normal standard, and then still release them onto mobile without the HD features because we don't know if it's gonna be playable or not. For me, who was testing it on mobile, it is playable on a high-end device. That's because I have a Red Magic, and it's playable. But I don't know how well it might handle on certain devices, whether it be mid-range or even low-end devices. Yeah, but I feel like he might have. I think he might have backed down on that. Yeah, by all means, make a video, dude. Share your clips, share your insight of the tournament. Feel free to record it. I feel like people who are uploading their tournament spotlights, it's a pretty good way to make some content. You guys banned me on your Discord because I asked why'd you guys delayed. I'm pretty sure there's pretty much other reasons besides that. When we have Pakros, Pakros is later coming this season. It recently got delayed 1 or 2 weeks as of now. Anyways, um, that is there's not really much I can share as of now. I answer a pretty majority of questions, but I feel like now we might have to end the stream. I will answer a couple more questions, and then after we'll answer. After that, I will end the stream as of now. So I will answer a little bit more questions. After that, I will end the stream. I wish I could start the game with play with others and no bots, no matter how much I weigh. Correct. I think the reason why that would be it is because low player activities. The game seems to be more active on the mobile side than it is on the PC side. Spry maid skin. Oh no. Some of you guys actually remember that. It's crazy. Will we actually grab the grips instead of the clipping through the hands? Right. I know people have been asking about the rework with some of the hand guards on the guns, where people are asking about like, hey, can we make it so that we don't, stab our hand through like some of the foregrips and properly grab it? What about the removed maps like Caribbean and Night Cargo and Night Oil Platform? Right. So some of those recently got removed because of unpopularity plays. People haven't been playing those maps quite much, and it's an unpopular choice. So, and they might get a rework, they might get a revamp to come back later within the season, or maybe next season. Who knows? But the reason why maps will get removed is because of popular choices, pretty much. Not very much of a popular choice. Mid-range devices barely handling high graphics now. How can it handle HD maps? Yeah. What about the remove maps? Like, yeah, I already answered that question. Sprite, when will you fix hit markers, especially in custom lobbies? Yeah, I've been seeing that a lot. You're not the only one who brought that up too. Certain users have brought up to my DM saying like some of the hit markers aren't really properly registered. Like if it's like some sort of desync going on, but it's still registering like it hit the target, but it didn't really hit it. Like a desync in a way. CMLCL does not work for CM official, but as of now, we have partner and have close links to the dev team. Yes, pretty much, yeah. Close links as if they were to get free prize pools rewards or even like a bit of sponsor money here and there so they can, keep participating and hosting, prize events, stuff like that, which is a really nice thing to do. So it keeps the player side of the competitive side at least a little bit active here and there. Anyways, we'll end the stream. Thank you guys so much for actually, participating in the stream. A majority of you guys, thank you so much for actually checking out the update, whether you liked it or not, and then sharing your opinions, including constructive criticisms about the game. So a lot of it has been mostly looking to, um, with a lot of people like talking about like certain things need to be fixed, what is causing that stuff, and how it should be fixed, or even some reworks here and there. But yes, we have been looking into the comments. We have been looking at the reviews. We've been looking out for both Apple Store, Google Play Store, and the Steam page on the reviews. So we've been seeing everything as of now. Please don't add goofy skins like active. I'm pretty sure that's too late, man. I'm sorry, bro. We already added a goofy skin. I'm sorry, man. We already added a goofy skin. It's already too late, bro. Oh man. But yes. Anyways, hope you guys have a wonderful day. I am ending the stream here. Everybody take care and hope you guys have an amazing day. See you guys later.